My Twitch chat and I created a presentation to explain why Chatot is the best shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus. A few months ago, a creator in the Pokemon community named PartyArlie hosted a contest where her viewers could convince her to shiny hunt a Pokemon in Legends Arceus. All they had to do was create a PowerPoint presentation explaining why their selected Pokemon was worthy of this lucrative shiny hunt. As someone who's been watching her streams for a while, I was super excited for this, and it sounded like a great project to get my chat involved in too. So with that goal, I went live and worked with my Twitch chat to create a presentation of our own for this event. And before we get any further into this video, make sure to go check out Arlie. She was kind enough to let me react to her stream where she watched all of the presentations, including the one that my chat and I made. And she's just an overall incredible Twitch streamer and YouTuber. Make sure to go check her out. All of her links will be in the description of this video. The first and perhaps the most important question that my chat and I had to answer for this was which Pokemon we thought Arlie should hunt for. We figured that the criteria for picking this Pokemon should be 1, is it a cool shiny? 2, is it relatively easy to obtain? And 3, is it unique? Meaning, is it a Pokemon that people don't commonly hunt for? With these 3 factors in mind, we could narrow down our search quite a bit. And after some discussion, we had our final candidates: Hisuian Avalugg, Riolu, and Chatot. From here, we had to do a bit more deliberating, and just as it seemed that no clear frontrunner was emerging, someone in my chat made an observation that forever altered the direction of this discussion. It's got chat in the name. It was after that moment, the answer seemed obvious. We were going to place Chatot on a pedestal and let everyone know why they should be hunting for shiny Chatot. With our target Pokemon selected, it was time to start crafting our presentation. The goal I had in mind for this presentation was to make it a little informative, relatively short, and filled with memes. We've all sat through presentations that dragged on for way too long with the same 3 fonts that every professor or boss has wanted you to use, and I wanted to steer as far away from that as possible. And with tons of people taking time to view this presentation, I wanted to make it an enjoyable experience. And right away, the memes started to flow in, both from myself and my chat. Oh, have it as like a stretched background image. Any way I can like send it to the back behind the text. With the title slide looking immaculate, it was time to move on to the body of the presentation. The why. If this was to be a great presentation, we were going to need to sell the people on Chatot. And for that, we needed to show them why they should care. But before all of that, we needed to introduce them to who Chatot really was. The goal of the next slide was to give some background on why Chatot was so innovative in the first place. For those who may remember, when Chatot was introduced in Generation 4, it was really special thanks to the move Chatter. With Chatter, Chatot could mimic any noise made by the player picked up in the DS's microphone. And I do mean any noise. While this feature was used for a whole slew of horrible things leading to its eventual removal after Gen 5, it could also lead to some incredibly funny moments, and I had just the clip in mind. I think this is a clip we could use for it too.
Finale, I will scream. I will mute my microphone. You're just gonna see me open my mouth as I do it. Let's hear what I sound like if I was a screaming Chatot.
With this moment as the anchor, we continued to fill in the rest of the slide around this. With some background information on one side and the token arrow from every 2016 YouTube thumbnail on the other, the second slide was now done. And with the foundation laid, it was time to jump into the core of the problem. During our initial research, we stumbled upon something pretty devastating. Chatot didn't exactly have a great reputation among Pokemon players, especially when it came to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It was clear that we were going to need to put in some work if Chatot was going to shine in this spotlight. And what better way than to start by building some empathy? Beyond being able to talk, Chatot really isn't known for a whole lot. While I had the idea of editing together a Chatot highlights package, I quickly realized that there are no Chatot highlights. It doesn't have a standout role in any games, and perhaps the game where it does play the biggest role, which is Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time and Darkness, it's just a complete asshole. So to really hammer this point home, Chat and I decided to leave the slide completely blank, half out of comedic relief and half to prove the point that we needed to help change the world's perception of Chatot. From there, we transitioned to highlighting the role that Arlie could play in Chatot's redemption arc. Chatot was currently at the lowest point in its journey, highlighted by this incredibly well photoshopped chart showing Chatot's path through the common hero story arc, and Chatot was fittingly at the death and rebirth stage of this cycle, showing that it was at a point just before its final ascension to full-on hero status, but it just needed a little push. And with one more final addition, the classic click to add text, the presentation was looking solid for day 1. Starting off day 2, things were looking pretty solid. After some searching, we found another great image of Chatot stealing money from an innocent exploration team, and with that picture added, the finish line was now in sight. The last piece of the puzzle were the final 2 slides, and I had a plan for at least one of them. While I was doing some searching for an image of shiny Chatot earlier, I stumbled across a great posting for a shiny Chatot that you could buy on Etsy. I can buy a Chatot on Etsy. That's good. A 6 IV Chatot. Might actually link that. That'd be kind of funny. I thought this would be a great closing slide and added it to the end of the presentation. And that just left the second to last slide, which honestly, it did take a while. Well, I had the idea of putting as many Chatot on the screen as possible. That just became a bit too overwhelming. And at this point, the well of ideas had run a little dry. After some more discussion, it seemed like the simpler, the better. We opted for the lowest hanging fruit we could think of. A bright gradient with borderline unreadable text. And with a little more animation, our masterpiece was finally complete. The only thing left to do now was to see how Arlie and her chat were going to react. And finally, that day had come. It was time to see how Chatot was received by Arlie and her community. Over there, that's our presentation that we made by I'm James Live. That's me in chat with parentheses OT because it's Chatot. I forget who came up with that joke, but that was a good one, so we kept it in. But we are just going to watch this presentation, watch Arlie react to it. We have her chat's reaction up here so we can see if our jokes land or not. Let's get into it. I'll be pausing along the way too.
I love that you can barely read the
I know
words.
if the sound is good.
Why you should hunt for Chatot
True.
by
Should.
I'm James Live plus Chatot.
That's you guys chat.
Oh,
Banger
whoa,
first transition.
That's so slow.
Banger first transition.
Chatot's beautiful cry. Click here. Click to hear the beautiful sounds Chatot is capable of making. Courtesy of John Stone.
Yeah, I put the John Stone link in there. I did not get his permission for that, but I think it's cool. You cannot really hear it in that. So for those of you wondering what that actually sounded like, if you couldn't hear it very well, enjoy.
What?
That's what that sound was.
Chatot is known for its ability to mimic any sound or cry it hears. Thanks to the internet and their limitless creativity, that feature was swiftly removed after Gen 4.
Chat, I see some lamaus and some laughs in here. We're hitting. The jokes are hitting. That's good.
So you could record a sound and Chatot would make that sound when it was sent out into battle. Is that what happened in that video? Yes.
This was one of the parts that I skipped to when I was previewing this. Apparently, this was like a big revelation for a lot of people in chat, which I didn't realize. I thought that was like the whole point, but I felt like such this like arbiter of knowledge that I had passed on to other people. I remember you could scream into your little DS mic and Chatot would make that sound. So
I never did that.
there you go.
That is so funny. That is so funny.
Like, there you go. No way I'm learning. Such a horrible noise that it makes.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
But
okay, good to know. Good to know. Hear it again. Chatot highlights. Exactly. Chatot needs to be put on the map like Travis Kelce. Chatot should be known more than taking money from innocent exploration teams.
can't win them all.
Chatot gets too
This
much
is
hate.
this is a great slide.
Anyone feels like Chatot gets too much hate? Fuck you, Chatot. r/mystery dungeon.
I disagree, but I'm letting them cook. She missed, in my opinion. Could be true also. Like it's a very just like
How can someone
thrown
hate
in
this
there.
little guy?
I do love stretch resolution Chatot. And then the hey Travis was on the map. Yeah.
This could be the beginning of the Chatot
You got some
arc.
Keck W's
Click
in
to
there.
add text.
Oh, chat, we are farming Keck W's. We are farming. Let's go.
Chatot is currently here. Abyss. Death and rebirth. The Chatot's journey. Started from the bottom, now we're here. My favorite part is the click to add text. I'll be honest.
That was typed in after. That's the key. Those do disappear if you go in presentation mode. So I had to type in click to add text.
I enjoy that.
For that one. That was huge.
So that's why you should hunt Chatot in Legends Arceus.
This is so moving. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Chat, we're changing the world with this presentation. We are putting Chatot on the map. Look at him go.
Please look for me. Or you could just buy it on Etsy.
That was...
Shiny 6IV Chatot.
What's up, Pax? How's it going? Ever seen Chatot and Drake in the same room? I haven't. I have not. They liking it? It seems like the reception is pretty good.
In Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl.
Oh, that was one of the chat. Hold on.
Buy it on Etsy.
Hold on.
Please look for me.
Ever seen Chatot and Drake in the same room? Damn. Shout out Java Juice for that one. That's crazy. That's such a good comment.
Shiny 6IV Chatot.
This has made me a Chatot fan. Spreading the good word. Spreading the good word of Shiny Chatot. I'm convinced.
Brilliant
Let's go.
Diamond or Shining Pearl.
Let's go.
Level 100 and plus free
We need
Master Ball.
Chatot.
Free Master Ball. What a steal. And that's it.
There we go.
Thank you, James.
All
That
right.
was incredible. This did make me think differently about Chatot.
And there we go, chat. Need we do anything else? We had the chat going. I think we have Arlie convinced. That's huge. And then I skimmed through the rest of this. She does go on to look for Chatot, but does not find Chatot, unfortunately. But I think in our mission of spreading the good word of Chatot, putting Chatot in the public eye as a great Pokemon to shiny hunt for. Once again, if you guys don't follow Arlie's stuff, go do that. She's a very great creator. And appreciate having my 5 minutes of Chatot fame. Chat, I want to give a quick hand to you guys as well, because I think that turned out fantastic. After watching this on stream, I was so happy to see how well the presentation was received and to watch people's attitudes change about Chatot. I saw so many nice comments, and it was really, really special to see how much people enjoyed this, and it was really cool making something together with my chat that could be shown on somebody else's stream. Again, a huge shout out to Arlie for creating such a fun opportunity to work with my chat on something, and just an overall really, really fun video idea. And with that, that is going to do it for this video. If you do want to check out things like this over my Twitch channel, that will be linked in the description, and you can find me live at I'mJamesLive_ over on Twitch. I'm live most days of the week taking on a ton of different challenges over there, and if you like videos like this, I definitely think that you will like my streams. Also, I have a ton of other videos planned for over here on YouTube, and I upload YouTube Shorts daily, so make sure to subscribe if you're not already. With all that said, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.